It's become an all-too-common sight in the Denver area, a memorial to a Denver Broncos player. For the third time in 4 years, the Broncos are dealing with the death of a teammate. Wide receiver Kenny McKinley was found dead in his home Monday in an apparent suicide. The Arapahoe County Sheriff says authorities were called to McKinley's home in the Denver suburb of Centennial Monday afternoon and found McKinley's body in the second-floor master bedroom. Detectives believe the 23-year-old McKinley was killed by a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The sheriff declined to say if authorities found a suicide note. The team gathered Tuesday morning at Broncos headquarters and met with grief counselors. Afterward, head coach Josh McDaniel remembered McKinley as a special person.
Had a great smile. Great personality, always in a good mood. Certainly very well liked by everybody who knew him.
I don't think anybody in the locker room could remember anything bad about Kenny. He was a very loving, caring guy. Always had a big smile on his face and always showed everybody respect. It's tough anytime you lose a guy like him, especially a young guy.
We're certainly not all going to grieve the same way, but I think we'll support each other, and the emotions that people feel, they're okay.
McKinley played in 8 games as a rookie, but suffered a late-season knee injury. He recovered and took part in off-season workouts, but got hurt again during the first week of training camp and was placed on injured reserve. Fans at the Broncos team store were left to speculate why the second-year pro would end his life.
I'm sure he was probably depressed about something, I don't know what, whether it was his injuries or who knows what was going on, everything, but something that obviously was a bit too much, unfortunately, for him to handle. So.
I can't imagine being in that type of depression and wanting to take your life. In his situation, you can see even him pretty much living a dream is having to end his life like that. I don't understand how you would come to a decision like that. It's awful.
McKinley's death is the latest in a series of tragedies for the Broncos in recent years. Cornerback Darren Williams was killed in a drive-by shooting on New Year's Day 2007. And 3 months later, backup running back Damian Nash collapsed and died after a charity basketball game in St. Louis. The Broncos will hold a moment of silence before Sunday's home game against Indianapolis and will wear decals on their helmets to remember McKinley. John Klobuchar, The Associated Press.